What's up, everybody? It's Mark Pires. It's Wednesday, and it's Real Talk. Now, I did this one a few minutes ago, but there seems to be some sort of sync issue with Instagram, where if I go to the story afterwards, and nothing's lining up. Anyway, so I'm going to give this one more shot. The conversation that we were delving into today is the multiple bid situation. Now, nobody likes those, right? Except for the seller. But when you're a buyer, you have your offer on the table, you're waiting for that response from the seller, and you get a call from that agent, and you're excited. For me, I'm excited to get that call from the agent with a counter offer. And instead of a counter offer, I get, we have another offer. That is a horrible, horrible call to get. Because the worst thing you could do, and most people will never counter themselves, so that's an issue right off the bat. Because now you have a scenario where you've put your offer on the table, you're waiting for a response, and the response is, we have another offer. Now, several things could come back at that point. That seller can decide to respond to both offers independently. They can respond to yours first because you were first, but most likely they don't. Sometimes they'll look at the terms, and if they like the other person has better terms than yours, they may go right to that party. I actually had a scenario last year where I put an offer on the table, and because we had a mortgage, they didn't even consider our offer. We were a higher offer, but they wanted a cash deal. They got a cash deal after our offer was on the table, and we lost out. So you have to be prepared to make your terms as strong as possible, as well as your offer number. So keep that in mind. So that's where we are, right? You got your multiple bid, and you're saying to your client when you go back to them, look, this is where we are. They have another offer now, and how much do you love this property? Now, you as a buyer have to take that moment, take a breath, and you have to think about this property specifically. Do you love this property enough to go all in on it? And if you do, figure out what all in is, and you go all in when they come back to you and say they're taking best and final. That's usually where these situations go. You can go back with an offer again, and they're probably going to come back to you and say, okay, thank you for your offer. We're going to go best and final by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And these things happen, so you have to be prepared for that type of response. Maybe you leave a little extra in the gas tank just in case that happens, or maybe you leave that sweetened term that you have, a 30-day closing or cash deal, and you kind of hold it back until the end. But you're going to have to do something because you're fighting against another party. And remember, at this time, when it gets to a multiple bid situation, there's a lot of emotions involved. They always say buyers shouldn't get emotional, but that's when it happens, okay? You have two different parties, both feeling different things about this specific property. So you're going to have to be aware of that, and really don't leave anything back. The last thing you could do is leave a little bit left in the tank and you don't get the deal, and you look back with your wife or your husband 6 months later and you say, we had an extra $5 we could have put towards that, or we could have thrown a $5 in a 30-day closing instead of a 60-day closing. And so don't leave anything back. When you get into multiple bids, you put your best foot forward and you hope for the best. And then if it doesn't work, at least you say, I did it. I gave it my all, and let's go find another opportunity. So make sure you have a strong agent by your side to help you with these things. You're going to need some good advice while you're moving through the process. But that's it, guys. It's really what's going to come down to it. If you get into a multiple bid situation, be prepared to put all of your energy and efforts into getting that deal, and that means not leaving anything back. You don't want to have that happen at the end. I mean, you could be the guy who says, oh, look, I left a little back and I still got the deal. But there's a very good chance they go with the other party because these people are also fighting tooth and nail to get that house. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you have any questions going forward, I'll be live every day doing a real talk for you. This is Mark Pires with Coldwell Banker. I'm just here trying to give you some free advice to help you make smarter moves. So if you have any questions going forward, shoot them below, and let's keep this going, okay? Have a great day. Make the best of this Wednesday. Take care.